Hi Sagittarius, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your December 2021 monthly tarot forecast. This is a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If you are a cross watcher, you might be able to resonate with some of these messages. So Sag, I would like to wish all of you a very happy birthday. I am starting out with pulling you your overall additional guidance cards for the month of December. You have two that are upright, and I always go with the uprights. So you were born with that it quality. Very nice. And then we also have you will be surprised. Well, this is your time, Sag. So some of you have a surprise coming in. So don't doubt yourself. You were born with that it quality. So remember that. Let's see what the cards have to say. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Also, if you could please give this video a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate that. It does help. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what you have coming up in the month of December 2021, Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius have coming up for December, please? Sagittarius. Okay. Wow. Okay. We're starting out with the Queen of Cups. Some of you may have water in your chart. You just came up in the Pisces reading. Wow. Some of you definitely have a Pisces in your chart. They had this card in the same position. Look at this. Oh my goodness. So go check that reading out. Some of you may be dealing with a Pisces. Look at this. We have the Hierophant at your foundation. Okay. Sagittarius, what does Sag have coming up in December, please, Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Okay. So in the recent past, we do have the Five of Cups. Crowning you, we have the Page of Swords. Okay. What does Sagittarius have coming up in December? All right. Interesting. We have the Five of Swords, and that's in the near future. Let's see. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups. All right. Okay, we have the Magician and the World. Okay. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, Sag, we do have the Eight of Swords, and I do use this as the overall energy. Some of you are worrying unnecessarily. And it could be because, you know, you were hurt in the past. Some of you are still healing from a past matter. And so something could have happened, Sag, where, and this is not all of you, but for some of you, something may have happened in the past, and for a few of you, it may have knocked your confidence a little. I find Sages to be just naturally very confident beings. I mean, literally born with it. But you have the Five of Cups here in the recent past, so something could have happened. And so maybe you have doubts. This is you stuck in your head. Could be overthinking things. Some of you may be feeling like your hands are tied. You're kind of stuck in a situation. And this could be something at work for some of you, because underneath we have this King of Coins. So you could be dealing with an earth sign. We do have the Hierophant here at your foundation. So this could be a Taurus for some of you. Others, I think you're worried about, some of you are worried about money. It is the holiday season. So, I mean, it can get very costly. Some of you are worried about money, assets, things like that. For a few of you, this can be you worried about maybe a health matter, especially you masculines. You know, all things in moderation. Some of you may not be feeling too well, and it's because maybe you've been going out, having fun. You have the Three of Cups here. You have the Nine of Cups. So in particular, you masculines, this can be you going out and having a good time. And for some of you, you were doing that as a way to kind of escape with the Eight of Swords. So maybe something's on your mind, something's been bothering you, and you know, you're trying to kind of escape that with the Nine of Cups, the Three of Cups, maybe trying to fill some sort of void here. There's Temperance. So, I mean, you're showing up, Sag, in your reading. For me, this is you very much being spiritually guided and protected. But this here is you bringing in that balance. Now, for some of you, you may have a child. There could be a reunion here. There could be a reunion. You may be taking someone out. You could be going out with a King of Coins. And this is something you're nervous about here. For whatever reasons, you're a little nervous. But I see you going out and having a great time. You were born with that it quality. So just, you know, try to remember that. You're starting out here with the Queen of Cups. In the challenge position, you have the Six of Swords. So some of you are at a distance. So there could be someone that you're involved with, someone that you're talking to. You may have actually met this person online, or you are here in December. And so that's the challenge. That's the problem, is there's distance. And for some of you, this is physical distance. But Pisces had this card in the same position. So you may be dealing with the Pisces. Some of you may have Pisces in your chart. But no matter if you're male or female, at this time, and this is the start of December, I feel like you need to follow your heart. Listen to your intuition. Follow your heart. And I think you will be surprised. So some of you, you could be putting off maybe talking to someone. You do have the Page of Swords crowning you, and then you have this Eight of Swords here. So this is nervous energy. As far as you moving forward emotionally, I see you definitely hesitant, worried, some of you overthinking things. Maybe you actually have to physically travel to see someone. And I see you definitely a little nervous. You know, depending on where you are in the world, you may be somewhere where maybe, you know, the restrictions, the rules and all of that maybe just got a little bit looser for some of you, and maybe you're able to go out. This could be maybe your first time really going out with this Nine of Cups and then the Three of Cups. This is, you know, some social energy here. Maybe some of you are going to be reuniting with someone, you know, in particular for some of you. And we have the Nine of Cups here, which is you feeling quite content. It looks like the Ten of Cups, but you can have that emotional abundance and be, you know, all by yourself. And that's what this author, this creator is showing here with the Nine of Cups. If you look quickly here in this deck, it looks like the Ten of Cups, but it's not. You can have the house, the dog, you know, all of that and be very happy all by yourself. And so I think you have a lot to lose, really, with the King of Coins and the Nine of Cups here. You're looking good and you're feeling good. It's just some of you, you're overthinking things. And it's because, you know, you've been hurt in the past. You have the Five of Cups here. At your foundation, you do have the Hierophant. And so many of you, you know, you've been following those rules, those regulations, all of that. This is you following the rules. This is you maybe conforming. But for some of you, there could have been a commitment. This could be marriage. I'm definitely reading for some of you where you are taking a break. Now, for a few of you, you may actually have some sort of regrets here around this because we have the Five of Cups. I do see you healing and I do see you putting this behind you. It's just a process. So I'm definitely reading for some Sages where this is you emotionally healing and it's a process. And maybe you did not get what you were hoping for. Things did not turn out the way that you were hoping, Sag. There's some sort of disappointment here. But with that being said, I do see you good. I really do see you emotionally in a good place. So for many of you, this is energy that you're leaving behind. I just see you very cautious here at the start of the month with these swords. Now, if you do have a love interest or if you are considering maybe getting back together with someone, you could be checking them out online with the Page of Swords. Now, some of you Sages, you may be aware that someone is watching you. This would be you aware of that with the Page of Swords here in this position. So some of you know that you're being watched. And that, you know, that puts unnecessary pressure on a person. And so that's why for some of you, you have this Eight of Swords. I mean, this could be in the workplace for some of you. You know you're being watched. For some of you, not all of you. Take what resonates. But you have that it quality. And I think that something happened in the past and it kind of knocked your confidence. It also made you a little hesitant here. I think that some of you are afraid of getting hurt again. Afraid that maybe someone is still playing games because you do have the Five of Swords here. And this is in the near future. And this is where you really need to trust your gut. The Queen of Cups is highly intuitive. She's the psychic. And so if you feel as though someone has not changed, or if you don't trust an individual, then, you know, listen to your intuition. But I am reading for some of you where you are overthinking things. You know, this is someone who's not about to lose, basically. Now, for some of you, especially those of you where this is something with a marriage or a long-term relationship. Maybe you separated. There could be a child or children that are significant. We have the Page of Cups here. So for some of you, I mean, this could be something legal. This could be something with custody. Maybe some of you are going to court. With the Hierophant at your foundation, this can be an organization, could be the government, could be legal matters that are significant. If you are dealing with a company or something legal, I do see a delay here, but don't worry. Try not to worry. Try not to worry, but I do see news. I do see news around the 3rd week. And for me, the Page of Cups is very positive. This would be good news. This would be good news. And for some of you, I feel like you've wanted to emotionally move on. You've wanted to emotionally let go and also mentally let go of this situation. It's been on your mind. It's definitely taken a toll on you. And I feel like with this news coming in, you're now able to move on. You have the 8 of Cups here. You're moving on. You're letting go. You're disconnecting. Some of you at this time, you are doing some soul searching. You are doing some soul searching here. And I do see some of you definitely spending some time alone here at this time. If you have a child, I mean, it could be you and your child, but I see you definitely doing some soul searching here. Now, if somebody hurt you in the past, those of you that resonate with some sort of loss here prior, that person that maybe you feel, you know, did you wrong, caused you pain, or the person that maybe you separated from, they could be reaching out to you here with an apology. And so this can be around the 3rd week. But honestly, some of you, you're a little nervous, you're a little wary. You don't completely trust this person. So in the hopes and fears, you have the Magician. I am definitely reading for some Sagittarius where you will be more focused on the new. Not so much reuniting or coming back together with someone. I mean, you want to manifest something new. Or for those of you that are coming back together, I mean, you want to maybe start from scratch, or you're just ready to put the past behind you, honestly, with this. You're ready to close the door on a past chapter and start that, you know, that next chapter of your life with the world. I mean, this is success. This is achievement. But it's also you graduating. It's you starting a new chapter. So something in your life, something in particular could be definitely coming to a close. And for some of you, I mean, that could be a marriage. That could be some sort of commitment that you made. Could be a legal matter. So that could be wrapping up with the World. It's actually a great card here. And this is a great position to have it in, you know. And so this is all coming to a close. Now, again, someone could be reaching out to you here, and they may be at a distance. This could be someone you separated from. A Taurus may be significant. If you didn't trust a Taurus, I do see you letting go of the past. So either you're letting go of that relationship, that connection, or you're letting go of the past, you're putting it behind you, and you're moving forward. All right, let's do some clarifying. Let's take a look at this 5 of Swords. We have the Emperor and we have the King of Cups, so that's interesting. I was going to the Eight of Cups next. Let's take a look at the Page of Swords. Okay. And the Eight of Swords. A lot of swords. So you're in your head. Ace of Cups, the way it landed for some of you. I mean, you could be pouring this cup out. Not starting something new. Here's the Six of Pentacles. Not giving emotionally because you're worried. Maybe some of you heard some sort of gossip. If you did hear gossip, and this is literally for one or two of you, if you did hear something, most likely it's gossip and lies. It's not true. Somebody may have maybe said something, and this could be out of like revenge. Someone could have did something to somebody, and this is out of revenge. You know, they wanted revenge. It could be this King of Coins. Now, I often read the King of Coins as your boss. So this could be your boss, especially with the Emperor here. That's not for all of you, but for some of you. Someone also could be overly emotional, overthinking, too much in their head. Not starting something new out of fear. Let's just look at the World. I'm going to clarify one last thing here. The World, please, for Sag. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups, we have the Star, and we have the World. So some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. But this is success. This is happiness. This is you becoming. This is you feeling just emotionally very content. Also feeling very secure, very stable. So this is what you're manifesting. This is what you're manifesting. You have happiness coming in. For some of you, you have a wish that's coming in. And maybe this has been a long journey. It's been a long road. For some of you, this certainly could be in love. You may meet someone who's at a distance. But this is something big. Some of you are becoming a star in some way. Could work in the public eye. There could be some sort of big recognition that's coming in. Really could be any field. So we do have the Eight of Cups with the King of Cups. So emotionally letting go, emotionally disconnecting, emotionally, for some of you, pouring out that cup. Especially if someone was playing games. Could be a Taurus, could be an Aries. This could be your husband for some of you. I do have two masculine energies showing up here, and we have the Queen of Cups. So for some of you Sages, this is you maybe pouring out this cup for someone in particular, and you're maybe starting something else with someone else. So letting go of one connection, maybe moving forward with another. I mean, this can be your dream person. This can be an ideal partnership, something you were always, you know, hoping and wishing for. This is something you always wanted. I mean, this can be a very, very spiritual connection. This person may be very different from you. You guys actually may be different nationalities or something like that. But this would be your ideal partnership. A happily ever after for some of you. And I am definitely reading for some Sages where you could be coming together with someone. You may have a child or children. They may have a child or children, and you all are coming together. And for others, I feel like this is definitely maybe something with work, something with business. Could be a legal matter for some of you. But watch out for gossip in the workplace with this combination. Also, if you're not aware, you are now, if you're watching this reading, that many of you Sages, you're being watched at work, you're being spied on. But for many of you, you already know that. With the page showing up here in this position, you're aware. You are now, at least, because I'm letting you know. Trust your gut. I mean, some of you, you know. I mean, you intuitively know that you're being watched. Now, some of you, you may actually choose to distance yourself in some way. Maybe some of you are going to be working from home. But I think I am reading for some Sages where you have very strong faith in yourself, which is great. I just think that some of you, your confidence got knocked a little bit because of this past pain here. And that's why you need to be reminded that you were born with that it quality. And some of you, I mean, this is like big. This is big success. It's not little. No. This is big. This is big. And you're actually manifesting this. But many of you, you have to let go of the past. You have to let go of whatever went down prior. Put it behind you and focus on the future. Many of you, this is what you're doing. You're doing this. This is energy at the end of the year. I mean, this is great. This is big success. All right, so let's pull you some additional guidance cards for Sagittarius. This is the start of your new year, whenever your birthday is, Sag. And so some of you are just so over the past. I think that at the start of the month, yes, a few of you, you're still thinking about it, but you're so over the past. And I see you ready. I see you ready. There is news coming in. Some of you are a little afraid to maybe open up emotionally here with this combination, and it's because you've been hurt in the past. But I do still see you receptive. It's just, you know, it's not going to happen overnight. It's definitely a process for you. For some of you, this can be a delay at work or a delay with a contract. But by the third week, I do see good news coming in. Okay. And I'm just going to go to this deck here. Let's pull you one of these for Sagittarius, looking at their love life. All right, so I'm just going to show you these because it's quite interesting. It does say, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. I mean, this could not resonate more. I think you have someone around you, Sag, that you just don't trust. And it's because they hurt you in the past. Maybe they could have actually, someone could have spread misinformation about someone, something like that. Or there could have been just a loss, a rejection. I can read this a number of different ways, but you know what to do. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. All right, let's look at career and finances. Okay. So, we have new moon in Libra. Know you are loved. You are loved. And you know, maybe some of you don't feel like you are. Again, something could have, knocked your confidence. But know that you are loved. This is new moon energy. I do see you manifesting. This is something big. This is something big. Yeah, this is huge. This is big success, big happiness. This is a happily ever after card. But whatever you've, dreamt for yourself, that happily ever after is going to be different for all of you. We all don't want the same things in life, you know what I mean? And so whatever it is that you want, this is what you're manifesting. This is big love for some of you, big happiness. This is big success. I mean, this is beautiful. It's just, keep your guard up around, those that have hurt you in the past, and also at work. Be very careful with what you're saying. And if you are speaking about something in particular, just make sure that, you have all of the information. Be careful with, what you say around maybe certain people. But don't overly think, the worst. Don't overly think about something. All right, looking at your love life, we do have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. For me, this is a card that talks about healing. It does not have to be with your parents. It could be with anybody. Now, for some of you, this is going to be with a marriage or someone that you were committed to. Could be a Taurus for some of you. And then we also have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So some of you are forgiving someone. I feel like you will turn, this energy around. It's just going to happen, when you're ready, And I think that for some of you, you are loved. And so you're dealing with someone that you made a commitment to prior, and I feel like they do love you, and they could be popping up here at this time. There could be an apology, but you're kind of, still a little wary. And then we also have, it is important right now for you to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. So for some of you, this was in the reverse, because in the past, you were not doing this. You were not loving yourself. Again, some of you could have been going out maybe a little bit too much. You could have been drinking a little bit too much. That's not all of you, but take what resonates. And you were also too much in your head. Too much in your head. But you will turn this upright. You're going through a time of healing, forgiving for some of you, and healing. I mean, all of these cards go together. Retreat, healing, forgiving and learning. Some of you, that's what's needed. And while you take this moment to yourself, while you, are loving yourself, I think that many of you already know what you should do next. Some of you need to take this time so you can go within. And then at the end of December, we see you manifesting something big. And some of you are going to be surprised. And then looking at career and finances, we do have organized for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. And so there you go. Some of you need this downtime. You need this you time. So you can get focused and look at this. I mean, you're going to get focused. You're going to let go of maybe some past pain. There definitely can be an apology coming your way. And then when you're ready, I mean, this is what you're manifesting, which is something major, something beautiful. Let's see what sign you're dealing with, Sag. Who is Sag dealing with in December? For a handful of you, just a couple of you, I will mention that if this is not romantic, there could be a situation with a friend where this person may not have betrayed you, but maybe they told someone your personal business or something like that. Maybe this person embarrassed you in some way, or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. And this is you guys mending your friendship. There's something like that going on here, but I see you moving past this. All right, some of you are dealing with a fellow fire sign, and then we have Scorpio. So some of you may be Sag, Scorpio cuspers, which came up, I believe, in the Pisces reading. There could be a Pisces connection here, definitely. But others, you may be dealing with a Scorpio. Could be dealing with a fellow fire sign. But all right, guys, I hope that you found this reading helpful. Again, I would like to wish you all a very happy birthday. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. All right, guys, have a great month.